Hi guys. Okay, so the first part of the video got cut. My grandson chimed in and I lost my video. So this will be considered the part two. Remember what I said, this is going to be a long video anyway. So in that video, I was just pretty much closing out about the remote learning and the two different classes that I created just for posting stuff. And don't forget, if you guys are posting me, and you guys can go back to these YouTube videos if you do not remember. It's also, these videos are also uploaded into the file too. If you're posting me something, make sure it is just to Miss Lambert and not to the whole class. If you want it to be to the whole class, then you're going to click the whole class. Okay, there's a direction on there on how to use the program class. Okay, so I was just kind of closing it out about the remote learning. I think there will be remote learning, and some schools are just not doing anything. And I don't know about the thing about, some schools are refunding or not charging students. Yeah, that'll probably be a factor. And again, this is a boot camp course, and you guys will work mostly independently, and I will be available to you. There are 4 live sessions. There's 4 live sessions. So just send me a one-on-one, and we'll kind of go through that. I'm just going to kind of do this and get through that because I have some other things to do. I think the lag time from right now is probably about another 20-25 minutes before that first video. So let's go ahead and get through this. And like I said before, there were a lot of questions. I have a lot of students, and I had students before this too, always wanting to know. I want to just jump right into code and no billing. We talked about this a few minutes ago, but again, you have to learn billing. My perspective, because it gives you an insight on what the billing is about, and you might have to move around from your post to the front end. You might have to move around to the back end, and you still want to get a good idea of what medical billing is and what it entitles. We talk about carriers, we talk about PPO, HMO, a lot of those different things. We talk about co-pays, we talk about deductibles, Medicare. Everybody got different rules, and sometimes the coding has to be coincide with the insurance company rules and how they accepting their codes. So you might have insurance company denial, which would be the billers, and say, listen, that code don't work, or you bundled this, or you bundled that. And sometimes the billers are tasking us stuff, and the HIM is health information management. That's sometimes they call the coders, the HIM department. Sometimes we can't even decipher what they're talking about, because what I'm telling you, the billing language is totally different from the coding language. Okay, the back end language is different from the front end language. You got the coders talking coding talk, and you have the billers talking billing talk. Remember I told y'all that? Just like doctors, you got the anesthesiologist talking anesthesiologist stuff, and then you got the cardiology talking cardiology stuff. We don't know what everybody talking about. So of course the anesthesiologist knows all about cardiology. Remember, anesthesiologist is still a physician. You see? So all kind of intertwines. And I know sometimes y'all hear me say coding is like being a surgeon. I'm telling you. All right, it's going to take you a few years to be thinking like that. But coding takes a lot of hard work and studying. So some of y'all, when y'all go on your internship, and I didn't send my students on a typical type of internship, because that whole area is locked down. Y'all can't be roaming around all over the place. When we did do our internship, you guys are with the medical assistants. The internship they're gonna give you is with the front end. You can't literally sit with a coder. So when they say we have internship and their course is $20,000, $15,000, before you sign the FAFSA, you might want to ask them, what is the internship for coding? You're gonna sit me with a coder and watch her with personal HIPAA medical records, and she's going to decipher this code, and she's going to tell me and show me how? No way. So you're going to find out what the internship really is. What is the externship, internship? It's bougie, so watch it, because the medical billing is on lockdown. You can't even get in there without a swipe. You need a code to get in there. You're talking about money, checks, and finance. That's why the company is called Sapphire Financial Training, because you're talking about finances. So when they say they have an externship for you, I think it's externship. Even with our medical sisters, they did the externship. Yeah, they were at the front desk. Uh-huh. The coders are going to do the same thing. How you going to external coder? She can't go in there with the billows and be sitting behind. The billows, they be like, they don't got no time for this. What are you talking about? Okay, so let's continue on. All right. So we talking about how we need to do the billing first. How we talking about how we need you guys to learn the billing. If you don't know, before you jump in, Lisa Lambert, it's me. I'm your instructor. I own this company. Okay, this is the book. At some point, I'm gonna kind of give away about 20 of these, but I love the price of the book, especially for Black Lives Matter. And the book is also an ebook. It's $9.99. I lowered the price of this book to $30. You can order it on Amazon, or you can go on the website and order it from there. This book is a book letting you know about billing and coding and what you're about to get into. If you're not sure that this is a program for you, get the book first. Get the ebook. It's $9.99. Run through it and see if it's for you. If you can't get through this book, this might not be for you. This is for the untrained that want to be trained. Okay, not that you can't get there, but you see Miss Lambert, on the back of the book. This is a picture I took in the classroom. I look like I'm like 20 years younger, but I don't know. I still look like that. You guys know I gained about 100 pounds, but I'm working on it. Anyway, you got to get this book. This is going to help you. And yeah, Vanessa, I know, it's about the laughs in the classroom, but when we get down to business, we get down to business. Play where you work at. So, this is my book. Make sure you guys get it. Comes in ebook, okay, and it comes in hard copy. All right. So, again, I particularly don't want you guys spending $10,000 and $15,000, $20,000 for a course that I can give you for $300. And again, Black Lives Matter. If you guys work something out, because I was giving the course April, May, June, for nothing. But we have to build up, so what comes in goes into the company itself. So what do we have there? We talking about how my course is derived, so I'm not going to go through that again. And again, I go from when I went to college for billing and coding. I go by when I was a director of billing and coding. I go by when I was a teacher at the college in billing and coding. I go by how my billing manager status as a billing manager in coding. So we have a lot of things that we kind of go through. I look at different schools. I go by my own job and what I be doing at work and what I'm seeing. So that's what my course is derived from. My course is derived from real live stuff. And remember what I say, when you're trying to learn something from nobody, they don't have a clue that you're trying to learn something from somebody. Because you got to learn how to retain stuff. While I'm around the hospital, I'm retaining what's going on. I need to put that in my book, because my people need to know how that happened and how we solved it. Does anybody know I'm doing that? No. I do that because I want to put real life stuff in here, and I want to put real life stuff in my classroom. Not stuff that I just made up, stuff that is real and what really goes on. Just like the COVID that's going on, the billows are going to be deep. The coders are going to be deeper. So, I had, I saw something on Facebook where somebody asked about, I was on the phone with the provider for like 5 minutes, and then they charged like $120, even though, it comes from the insurance company. The person's getting the statement just so they can see, what went down. The providers have to make money. So even though they say, oh, the teller this, the teller that, the teller, they got to get paid. So that's a bill. If you don't see that doctor 7 days prior, 7 days after, it's still a bill. If you see that doctor, they bundle it into that charge. If you call and you don't come in, that's a bill. So, again, that's codes for everything. And see, again, that's where the billing coincides with the coding. You see what I'm saying? As a biller, you need to know that. Because what if she call and say, why you sending me a bill? Even though it wasn't her bill, you understand what I'm saying? So, just be precarious about how that works hand in hand, because that's a tele code. That's a code. That's a coded phone call. And the billers, she probably gonna call, and the billers need to speak to her. She won't speak to the coders. She'll speak to the biller. Okay, so again, That's how my classes derived. You know, they nothing I just made up and we just started doing. I put a lot of time and work in this, and I want to give back. So I don't need to spend a whole lot. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, years ago, I did charge a lot for my course, but I can't. I don't want to charge like that because the Black Lives Matter thing matters to me. So I chopped it in half, and more than half. My course used to be over $800, and all of y'all can come back to my course. All of y'all can come back to my course. I did supply the books at that time. You guys have to purchase your own books. You need your medical terminology book. Now, I got the medical terminology book for you, so don't worry about that one. We can put it on flash drive. Me and my son was going to put it in a web page, but the web page won't carry over like how it doesn't look how I want it to. So you guys can still get that book. I'll put it on a flash drive and I'll mail it to you or however you want. In your discussion board in your files, there is a book outline in there. All the questions are there. You can even write on it if you want to. If you're submitting me something and posting something back to me, you can type on it and then go ahead and submit it to me. Because the questions from the Language of Medicine book, I put them in your classroom. But the book itself is so large, it will not fit. It would not fit, so I have to put that on a flash drive for you. If you choose to buy your own, I think that book is $92 on Amazon. You need your CPT, you need your HCPCS, you need your ICD-10, and you also, for the billing, we got to do the billing, you have to have your health insurance book. It used to be medical health insurance book. Now they call it health insurance book or something like that. That book, I think it was $89. Go on Amazon and look at it. Health insurance book. ICD-10, you guys know all those books that we use. You know I go over that all the time. Again, also go on Amazon and retrieve the book. Okay. Okay, we talked about that. That's what I have in the paper here is we talked about the large balances with student loans. You guys know I am so now anti-student loan. I don't know what to do. I don't want you to get a student loan. If you can avoid getting a student, if your goal is to become a coder, medical billing, and you just to be a coder, and you know you're not going to be like a manager, you're not going to be like a director, you're not going to, because degrees go in stages. You know what I'm saying? Your associate degree, your supervisor, your bachelor's degree, you're the manager, your master's degree, you're the director. It goes in levels. But, you know, they do promote you. People get promoted without that. 15, 10 years, 20 years on the job. But guess what? Eventually, they're going to come at you because you're going to have a master's degree or bachelor's degree or something to hold that position. To hold that position. A lot of people can't do it. I'm telling you. I've seen it happen. That's real life. I've seen it happen. Transfers from another place. Oh, you can't work here then. She's been here 25 years. Why she can't keep this position? Because she doesn't have a bachelor's degree. She got to go. All right, but she need to go over there and work at that for-profit hospital, non-profit hospital. She can't work here then. We got to hire this one because he has the bachelor's degree. That's where that bachelor's degree come in for all those promotions and different things like that. But you want to be billing and coding, you don't really need that. As you go further down the line and you want to become a coding manager, coding director, yeah, you're going to need that piece of paper. So, you know, you're going to need that bachelor's degree at that point. You're going to need that master's degree at that point. But for this point right here, you really don't. Where I wasted $15,000 or $16,000 many years ago, I don't want you to do that. Okay? Now, for the rest, of course, I had no choice. I had to go for a bachelor's degree and master's degree because I take those other kind of positions. But don't worry about that right now. Okay, so what else do we have here? I do different medical billing courses. We talked about that. I look at what they're teaching. We're going beyond. We're going better. So when I look at those things, I want to teach you better. I go, they teaching that? How in-depth is it? You know what I'm saying? I really go about what I taught. Because you know what? A school, a college can give you they give you a curriculum. This is a curriculum. They give you a curriculum. They give you a crosswalk. Okay, this is what you're going to teach by. And this is how you teach. A teacher who doesn't have passion for what they do would teach like that. A teacher who has passion for what they do, she's going to give you more. He's going to give you more. He's going to give you everything that's new. He's going to tell you about HIPAA. He's going to tell you about hospital coding versus physician coding. Remember, that's different. I have a girlfriend, she's in North Carolina. She is hospital savvy. I'm not a hospital coder. I'm a physician. I am a physician. So that's different. That's a HEMA, I'm AAPC. So, again, watch your teachers. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, your teachers ain't passionate about what they do. I find some, oh man, I need to get this to my students. They need to decipher this. Let me see if they can figure this out. And we have so much fun because, especially for the words of the day and a lot of these different things. And the videos. Watch the videos because that gives you a detailed explanation of how some of these surgeries work. My sister came home the other day and she was talking about how, artery, the surgeon clipped an artery and they had, blood everywhere, Those are the kind of things you want to know because guess who's going to get that? Guess who's going to get that? When that surgery is finished, the coder's about to read that report because after that artery was clipped, somebody had to come in and do an emergency work. That's more money. God forbid the patient passed away. But during that surgery, something happened. Something happened. That surgery had to be modified. Remember the modifiers. I'm pretty sure they had to drop a modifier in it. But that surgery had to be modified. They had to do something else. So that's more money. I'm not saying God forbid something happened to the patient, but the coders are billing from 2 different records. Depending on how many surgeries were in there. That's a modifier. You got 2-3 different surgeons, they work on a different thing. That's a modifier. You see what I'm saying? Once that artery was severed, I'm pretty sure the oculation, we're going to learn that. You have an artery severed, you could oculate it here, that blood has to stop. Then they have to sew that together. Don't take me back to where I say you have to be a surgeon to do coding. You do not. You just have a passion for what you do. All right. So again, watch those instructors. They got to have a passion for what they do. If they don't, they're not going to teach you in depth. Y'all know Miss Lambert ain't like that. I have students calling me 9 o'clock. Miss Lambert, and I'll tell you that I have some students, they be eating and sleeping, coding and billing, I'm telling you. And respect to all my students who are working in hospitals and everything, and they just, you should hear, they're so cocky with their stuff. Miss Lambert, I work at the eye doctor. Miss Lambert, no, I'm at the physical therapist. And I just be checking on them, just going, okay, you all right? You need anything? Are they giving you medical billing in terms you're not familiar? Nope, I got it, Miss Lambert. I got it. I said, don't be acting like Miss Lambert. I have some students, they are sassy, I'm telling you. And, don't get me wrong, any of my students guys can come back to me, especially our tough ones that I usually have that, they can't stand me, what I'm saying? Then about a month later, I love you, Miss Lambert. Anyway, just keep it moving. So y'all know, always go the extra mile for my students. Always go the extra mile. Make sure y'all got what y'all got. If you don't know, you don't understand, I got to break it down to you. Now, if you're not going to have the patience to learn and to listen, I can't make you learn and listen. If you're going to walk away from your class or if you're going to walk away from something, I can try to bring you back. I'll do everything I can. But I can't twist your hand and make you do the classes. This course is for life. You guys know that. I teach for life. You guys get locked out the class, let me know. If you're not ongoing in the class, it'll lock you out. You need to send me an email. Miss Lambert, let me back in the classroom. Okay. So don't forget, you need to log in every 30 days. Log in every 30 days. Even those of you who are out. Okay? So don't forget, you guys go ahead and purchase the book. And subscribe to this channel. They get on me so bad about not saying subscribe to this channel. I want y'all to subscribe to my channel. Okay? Go on my website, www.sapphire.com. Okay? Everything is there. Schedule a one-on-one with me. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. But you should schedule to my website because I'll get an email right away with the times on it. I think I do need to correct the times on there because I was getting one-on-ones all through the day. Everybody just went. I got to give y'all a set time for the one-on-one. Okay? The new class will have introduction to the lesson on your discussion board. So when I'm saying that the new class will have a lesson introduction, let's say you guys are starting the male reproductive system. The lesson plan will have an introduction, male system, and then I'll have an introduction. Any introduction, every single one is going to show you how to navigate through your page, how to navigate through discussion board, how to retrieve your work, how to post to me. If you can't navigate through your class, there's a PowerPoint there. If you forget how to get in touch with Miss Lambert, there's a PowerPoint there. In that introductory lesson, it will say Mail System. Welcome to the Mail System Lesson Plan Sapphire Coding Boot Camp. Remember, it is a boot camp. And that's just a verbal terminology. It's a boot camp. Okay. And remember, you can print what you want. Do not print out the lesson plan. The lesson plan is going to be on the web page. I don't know if I'm going to put the lesson plan on there or not. Because I used to put it on there before, and you guys used to just play around with it, and then you guys be done saved it and put it back in a file. You cannot mess with it and then put it back in a file. Make sure that you do not save it, because that file, all the rest of your students are looking at the same file. So don't alter the file. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Each lesson will have introduction. Subscribe to my channel. All that information is going to be below. The emails, the website, everything is below. Do not forget to purchase your book. Go ahead and get the book so you can see what the class is all about. And remember, Black Lives Matter. If I don't do nothing else, I'm going to stress that to the fullest. Black Lives Matter. And those of you who are home, developing your own business is the best thing that you can do. You can work, and you can do your business at home. I like to post things of people who are on YouTube and they're talking positive, especially about us, to do better. And it's not just about us, it's every color, but I just want to stress that, I am developing a coalition of coders and billers. I don't care if we go to Japan, I don't care who. This class is going to be open to everybody. And we want to especially initiate the Black Lives Matter. So that is why, I have split that course in half instead of charging the full amount for the course, and also made available to you materials that you need. You do have to purchase the book. But those of you who cannot purchase the book, when you get ready to take your exam, trust me, we'll get them books. Don't worry about that. We're going to get them books. But for your start of the classroom, you don't need new books. You can go on thrift.com. I'm not promoting thrift.com, but it's a good site. You can get an old book for $5. The new books are like $150, $120. I told you, when they go on sale, you guys know, always shoot something up there, let you guys know they are on sale. So yeah, you will need the books. And remember, this is the labeler that I use to code the books. I'm not going to pull the books out because it's like so much. But this is the labeler to tab up your book when you're taking your test. First and foremost, that test is 5 hours and 40 minutes. You got 2 minutes and 15 seconds for each question. Do the short answers first. Okay, I will have some CPC prep questions and stuff like that in there. They will not be distributed. I cannot distribute them to you, but we can go over them in the classroom. And I still want you to get the CPC study guide as well. But remember, your lesson plan, that's what it's derived from. You know what I'm saying? Everything I teach comes from getting you to your certification. Those of you who are beginners, we do take beginners. You're not ready for certification, that's not what you're going to lean towards. You're going to start with the billing as a beginner. What is it? How is it? What is billing? What does it do? What is coding? Why do we code? What is that? How do you build with that? What is a 1500? What is a UBO4? You see what I'm saying? What does Blue Cross Blue Shield do? They just pay claims. What's HMO? What's POS? And y'all know why I'm stressing that, because I know y'all want to jump right into the coding. And those teachers and instructors or whoever, that do listen to the video, however I put it. There's so many different things I put these videos on. I've got the LinkedIn, we've got Instagram, we've got Facebook. What else? The videos are there. So especially when I put on LinkedIn, I talk to people that I don't even know them, but I stopped using LinkedIn for a minute, and then I got an email the other day. Miss Lambert, why aren't you on LinkedIn? So I started with the LinkedIn again. You hear me talk about LinkedIn, I can't even pronounce it. But we're gonna end this session. This is the second part, and again, make sure you guys get my book. This is all about me. My bad. This is all about me. This is about me. how I started, when I started, when I was a nursing assistant, when I worked at the VA, when I went to St. John University. I was on my way being an attorney, and I started the nursing, and then I got into the billing, and then I actually still wanted to be an attorney, but I had to put 100 into the billing, and I just didn't continue with the attorney stuff. I still have a passion for fighting for people, of course, and making things right, but St. John's was like a goal that I always wanted to do, and when I got in there, I was like, and some people do that, they have a lot of goals, and then once they actually complete it, they go, all right, let me set a new goal. But you guys know, how funny I am, and that comes from my father. My father was a both the laughs. That's why I have such a big mouth in my eyes. My aunt Mary, she tells me that all the time. You look just like your father, I do. I look just like my father, and my father used to laugh at everything, but don't mess with him. My father will get you in a minute, and I guess that's kind of like how I am. I'm like my mother too, because I don't take no crap, from nobody. And my mother's not like the friendliest person in the world. My mother was and my dad, he's like friends with everybody. Everybody followed him around all over the place. May he rest in peace. Love you, Dad. But anyway, buy the book. This class is going to be amazing. Y'all have to join this class, okay? I will not teach this class like a robot. We're going to teach this class in a professional manner, but we're going to have fun with it. How about that? The videos will be in the files. And again, remember, this is part 2. If you missed part 1, you got to go back to part 1. And there's only a part 2 because it got cut off. Because I told you guys this is going to be a long video. Because it's taking me some time to come back and actually do the videos. And a lot of times something just comes to me and people are asking me the same kind of sort of thing over and over. I'm going to make a video real quick. Remember, the lessons will not be to the public. I will make the videos, but they will not be to the public. The lesson plans will go in the classroom. Okay, they'll go in the classroom. They're going to be live. They're going to be live. So I'll tell you right now, of those of you who are on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. The initial lesson plan is going to be live. I wasn't going to do it live. I'm just going to do the video and just kind of put it on. And I'm going to do the Skype live. But you guys can have it live. That's fine. You guys can have it live. All the other stuff is a little bit different. But some of you who just starting out, never done medical billing before, never did coding before, you can join this class. There's so many different levels. So many different levels. And that's why it is a boot camp. Because at a boot camp, you get a little bit more attention. Because you've got so many things crammed into 10 weeks. You got 150 hours. There's theory and practice in your class. Okay, so I'm going to sign off, and remember, subscribe below. You see the website, you see the emails. Go on the website. Everything is on the website. How to get in touch with me. You can contact me in whichever form. You guys have Google Duo. I have students calling me Google Duo, which I've had forever. I don't know where this piece of hair is coming from, but you can Google Duo me, whatever you like. But let's start it. Let's start it. Let's get it done before September. We don't know what's going on, but I will tell you right now, get ready for remote. I don't know what's going on with POTUS right now, but did you guys see that thing this morning where he did this cognitive test? Y'all know I gave y'all that word, cognitive. Why do you think he needs this test? We all know cognitive is, Well, I'm not gonna go into it, but my niece heard me say cognitive a few times, and I'm not gonna repeat it. But why POTUS is taking a cognitive test, I have no idea. But let's sign off. This is 30 minutes, and the other one is probably 30 minutes too. But you guys go ahead and look at it. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you again. I'm not sure, maybe the weekend. I got those lesson plans. And you know what I'll do? I think I will put one on YouTube just so some of you guys can see what it looks like with the lesson plan, because I already gave you a lot of pointers of what's going to be in the classroom. We did some anesthesia, we did some billing, we did a lot of little kickback things. Not kickback. The kickback is something that an insurance company gets, and we can talk about that in medical billing. And see, when you have a passion for what you do, you get carried away. Y'all see I'm still talking, right? Have a blessed afternoon. I will see you again. Do not forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.